pump I have to start, but the tank there is no level. So the pump should not have the permissives to start the start. So in that case you will have the symbol like this. You don't have the start permissive to start the pump. And same thing, you have the stop permissive also. In some cases, if you don't want in sequence, you cannot stop the pump directly. You have to give the command in the sequence button. Sequence stop, it should come. So immediately you cannot stop the pump. So we block the stop permissive there also. So here you will get the indication like this. There is no permissive to stop the valve. Suppose your RO train is running, HP pump is running, but you cannot operate the inlet valve. If you operate the inlet valve, when the pump is running and you operate the inlet valve, you close the inlet valve, that is the problem again. So you cannot operate the inlet valve. So that there we use the stops permissive. You cannot operate off the valve. And these are the symbols for auto open and auto close. For the valve, if it is having any auto open, it will get the indication like this. For auto close, it will have the indication like this. And this is for both the limit switch is acting, or both the auto and auto open and auto close signals are getting, then you will get the indication like this. If a valve have both the command auto open and auto close, then you will have the indication like this.
When the pump gives me a trip signal, there is many alarms coming at the same time. Why you are not record for a number, like number 3, and I know from the record there's 2 signals before. Sometimes I cannot find the problem easy.
But for that purpose, what I gave here in operator workplace, here you have the alarm band. So if you click this alarm band, you will get different type of alarm signal, alarm displays. Whether you want fully your operator plant alarm to see what are happened in the trip time, so that everything you can see in that one, or maybe when you acknowledge here, that will get disappear. When you acknowledge the alarm from here, it will not be available for the next time, but it will be available from here. So easily all the alarms can, when it display in one list, you can easily find out which was the last alarm, first alarm happened at the tripping time. Then you can find out the reason.
Yeah, but you have got number for operation, you can know which alarm
the first one
is making a trip for the pump. You can know every alarm is coming by arrangement, you know. But sometimes I cannot find the exact alarm for the trip of the signal. You make a number, I can know which all like color.
But this is the system now we have it. The same system what you have in the R1, R2, the same system we have it here also.
اي بس انه هو ابو عبد الله ايش يبغى رقم مثلا اول ايش
يعطيك انديكيشن للسيجنال الحقيقيه هي مثلا
رقم كذا.
Like this you will get right. So these are the alarm display. Here you will get the priority. What kind of priority the alarm is? Whether it is having the higher priority or low priority, that will be the number here. So for high priority alarm, so if that is the reason for tripping, all will be configured in high priority alarm. You can select the priority here. So if you filter it, 1, you will have the most, what is the reasonable alarms can trip the pump. So that first all alarms will be in the first one, higher priority alarms. So you can filter in that manner and you can check it.
Okay, but when high pressure pump, when the high pressure pump is tripped, that flow, suction flow switch is coming with the same time. I don't know which alarm, suction or some problem in the pump.
But the timing will be different, right? You have the milliseconds, up to milliseconds we have the
now 1 hour
display.
at the same time. It's giving alarm at the same time. That's what I mean.
You can come to know from the milliseconds, right? You have milliseconds display also the same. It cannot be the same milliseconds. and you will give the object name, object description. Okay, now let's go to the Profibus. Profibus, this one is the new for this plan. Here, okay, excuse me. Let's explain the Profibus. So for Profibus signals, we have two different of instruments. One is called PA instruments and the other one called DP instruments. So all the PA instruments consist of your transmitters, field transmitters and your control valves. So this all will be PA, process automation. So this all will be communicated through PA cable. We have two different type of cable in the Profibus. One is PA cable, the other one is DP cable. You can see the difference. DP cable will be in this color and this is the PA cable. So the PA cable, like your transmitters and control valves, this will be communicated through your DTM file. Here we use the concept DTM and GST. So here what you can do, the calibration of the field instrument can be done in the DCS also. You no need to go do the calibration from the field. Like your valve, here normally we use full the plant, we use the ABB positioner. So that positioner can be calibrated from the field. Sorry, it is possible to field, but the advantage in DCS also you can calibrate. It will give you the whole parameter list of the DTM. Means your device data, things, everything will be displayed in the DCS also, and you can calibrate the valve from DCS, like changing the mode, auto mode, manual mode of the device, not from the faceplate I am telling. The device is having the individual auto mode, manual mode, and the increasing the gain, decreasing the gain, auto calibration. That everything can be done from the DCS, not to go to the field and having some calibrator instruments to check the values, maximum, minimum ranges. So this type of instruments no need. We can check everything from the DCS using this Profibus. So this is the PA instruments, and the DP will be your all the motorized valves and the PLC communication. The DP cable will be used for, this is the decentralized peripheral cable, and it is used for the all your motorized valve communication and the PLC communication. So the motorized valve, it will be communicated in the loop. The cable is communicated with loop. It will go and come back to DCS, and in between all the devices will be communicated. I can show. So like this. So you can make, this is the cabinet in the DCS, and the cable will go to the field and again it will come back to the DCS. So it is like a loop. You can get the redundancy also in this manner. If anything, something happens to the cable in one end, but it still can communicate to the other end. So that kind of configuration is available. Now for one cable you can communicate up to 32 devices, 32 motorized valves can be communicated with one cable, and it includes all the limit switch, torque, torque signals and maintenance related things. Suppose it is the inbuilt battery is low, or some torque values active. So all these signals also can be indicated in the DCS and alert the operator. So operator can inform to the instrumentation guys. So all these related things also available in the DCS. So now I will show you the architecture. This is the main cable coming from your controller. You have the 9+3 controllers, right? So any one of the controller will give the signal. This cable is coming from any one of the controller, and this will be connected to DP to PA link. Means normal cables are DP, Profibus cables are DP communication only. So when you convert this to transmitter communication, you need to convert that cable to PA. So for that purpose we use this DP to PA link. So this link will convert the DP signal to PA signals. But here one thing is you cannot measure any things from this cable. Using multimeter, you cannot measure anything. Only the voltage will be available to power on the transmitter. Here, to power on the transmitter also same signal, same cable, and to get the signals from the transmitter also the same cable. And you will get only, you can measure only the voltage. You cannot measure any 4 to 20 milliamps in the transmitter using this, using your multimeter. These all are Profibus instruments. Here you used instruments all are Profibus instruments. You cannot use your multimeter to measure what the value is coming. It is only from the DCS is available. So what will happen from this link? You will get four distributions, maximum 4. Maximum you can get 4 intermediate loops. So the one the controller will be one. It can be taken to 4 different places. So like your RO area and filter water pump area, like your second pass. So it will go to the different areas, and it will have the individual power hub to give the power supply to your transmitter. 24 volt. This normally gives 24 to 30 volt because these all transmitters need only 24 to 30 volts to power it on. But for flow, mag flows, we use external power supply, that there is no near option. But for the transmitters, instead of giving power supply from different source, we use only inside the DCS. So this power hub, you have the power hub here. From the power hub only you will get these 4 cables out. So this always have the 24 to 30 volt power supply, and this will be connected to your JB. The one cable will be connected to the one JB. So that JB can be looped. After that, the JB can be looped like this. So the JB can be looped like this. The cable will go to the one JB, and the JB can be looped. Number of JBs can be looped, but the maximum transmitter for this one cable can be connected is 12 transmitter. We have 12 transmitter. We can connect with this one cable, and the JB can be distance can be like anything, and the JB numbers also can be anything, but the transmitter count should be only 12.
Only 12 transmitter?
12 for one cable.
One cable.
Yes. So we have 4 cables like this. And we can use number of DP link also. So from one controller you can communicate number of DP link, and you can extend the cable, and you can connect more transmitters. For one cable I am telling 12 transmitters. And next we have the DP. This is the PA part. Profibus for the instruments is this part. And this is the DP part we use for the motorized dual communication and the PLC communication. Here what will happen? The DP cable will communicate through repeaters. So here we need more speed, but the PA instruments, the speed is very less. It is 31 kbps per second. But for the PA cables, we need more speeds. It is 1.5 mbps per second. So for increasing the speed or maintain the speed throughout the plant, we use these repeaters. So these repeaters what will do? It will give you the constant speed. So if you can use, if you are taking this cable more than 150 meters, you should use one repeater. So the speed will not be any difference in the speed. And here how we configured, from DCS also you have the repeaters like this, because when you transmit the signals to field, again we are giving the repeaters in the DCS also. In the panel side JB, in the field, there also we use the repeaters. So both end we have the repeaters. So there will not be any speed variation in the signals. You will get the signals immediately, and the communication will be normal. Otherwise the communication will get disturbed. So like this is the DCS. This will be, first cable will be communicated with this repeater, and it will be distributed to field. So field also you have the repeaters in the JB. So for example, there are in our RO area we have more than some 5 seven motorized valves. This is in 1 JB. So this one repeater will be installed in that 1 JB, and from there all the instrument is looped. So there will not be any disturbance in the communication. For increasing the speed purpose, we use the repeaters. And from this repeater, it will be communicated the field signals. So from here, it will be distributed to field also. And this cable, this one cable can communicate up to 32 devices. 32 instruments can be, motorized valves or PLC can be communicated with this device. And the PLC will be one. PLC can be one. Plus you can add the motorized valve with that. So 32 can be communicated with one cable. And you can increase the number of repeaters like this. This is the DCS and you have only 2. From there you can put the loop. You can take it to field, many areas, different areas, and here also you can still go for the extension and you can communicate with the field instruments. So things is total 32 for one cable can be used, and the cable used in the terminator in the DCS side, it is only one. So the maintenance part is almost reduced. There is no maintenance about the cable. This is the advantage with the Profibus. And the motorized valve also, you will get all the details in the DCS. You can open the complete detail about the motorized valve in the DCS. You can check, you can configure the motorized valve, you can configure the limit switch, how it is. You can configure the actuator position. So all the configuration who will do in the instrument side from the field, that can be do in the DCS. No need to go to the field, no need to do some calibration in calibrating instruments. You can use only from the DCS everything. So that is the use of the Profibus.
Right.
So that's it. Thank you.